You're sitting here waiting for your manifestation to happen. You get mad at yourself because it's not happening. You get frustrated with people around you because it's just not happening. When is your manifestation finally going to happen? Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel, Maya Sky. This is where we talk about how to become the best version of you. We talk about manifestations, spirituality, intentional living, positive energy, and so much more. And it's time you know the truth about why you cannot manifest. Why is it becoming so difficult for you to manifest? And no one, absolutely no one has told you why your manifestations are stuck like I'm about to. So pay attention, because after you finish watching this, you will come back to this channel to tell me about your sudden manifestations. Simply put, you cannot manifest because you are allowing the disrespect of people, circumstances, environments that you're currently stuck in to dominate your world. Because yes, the music that you listen to, the quality of food that you choose to consume, the TV programs that you choose to watch, the people that you choose to surround yourself with, the reoccurring negative thoughts that are in your mind, continuously thinking and thinking about the past. This is everything you continue to allow to disrespect you and your energy. Do you understand that everything and anything can influence you if you let it? Walking around being bombarded left and right by all of these low vibrational influences, whether you're aware of it or not. Instead of standing your ground and saying, no, this I do not want. And because I do not want it, I will choose to release it. Right now, you can decide to become aware of all of these things that are causing your vibration to lower and lower by continuously feeding the wrong people, the wrong places, and the wrong things with your precious energy. That precious energy that should be utilized instead on people, places, and things that will raise your vibration. Because if you keep these people, places, and things around you, you don't even have time to become aware of how you are being influenced by all of these negative energies. And so you start gaslighting yourself, telling yourself, there's just no way out. Really, there's no way out. The universe is conspiring against you. Your manifestations are just not happening, and they're never going to happen, right? Because everyone is out to get you. You're a victim. Well, I'm not sorry for being so brutally honest with you, for trying to help you. But it's time you know that absolutely no one is doing this to you. You are not a victim of your circumstances. No one is doing this to you. Because being a victim is a poor excuse to not live your full divine potential. Because who you really are is so much more than the powerless victim moments that you might feel at times. Because you have the power of influence to influence your own circumstances, to influence your own world. But that is a choice that you have not yet made. It is a choice that you need to start making. You have to start saying to yourself, I do not believe in my circumstances. My circumstances right now do not describe the story I want to tell, the story I am telling. That is where your power begins, your power of your manifestations. It is the decisions you make day in and day out. It is the habits that you build on a day-to-day basis that create or destroy your current reality. They create you. They create your point of attraction. They create what you attract. If you want to change your circumstances, then you have to start right now. Making different choices, making different decisions about your own life in order to get a different result. the result of your manifestations. That is where the work lies. Do you have the mental capacity to choose differently? Do you have the mental capacity to decide differently? To choose better this time around? Do you have the mental, emotional strength necessary to disconnect from that which does not serve you? You do. Do you have love in your heart to know, really and truly know, that everything will start to flow to you if you just decide to step into this new version of you, this new version of you who will no longer allow disrespect from anything and anyone? Everyone can attract negative people, negative circumstances, but it is up to you if you let them stay in your life, or to love yourself enough to release them, especially when you know you should. The real work of manifestations begins with this. It begins by detaching, releasing, and letting go of that which is not for you and is taking up room in your life. How in the world do you want your manifestations to come in if you are not making space for them? If you are not releasing, detaching, and letting go of that which does not serve you? One example is you've been with a person for a very long time. Could be a short one as well. But it just seems that way. You know, those people that you meet and you're like, oh my God, I feel like I've met you in a past lifetime. Well, because of that, you begin to think and you begin to feel that you have to stay with them, even if they are disrespecting you, your time, your energy, not appreciating you, neglecting you. And you thinking in this manner that you have to stay there, stuck in this endless toxic cycle, is part of that old belief system that you have to start letting go of. Drop it. It is keeping you stuck where you do not want to be, and you keep pointing the finger at that person. It is because of them that I am this way. It is because of that this is happening in my life, right? That finger pointing at this and that. If only they were different. I wish they were different. Why don't they change? When will they change, you say? Will they ever change? At this point, it is no longer their fault. You guessed it. It's yours. Now let me ask you, why are you still in that situation that you hate? Why are you putting yourself through that torture? Why are you allowing disrespect of your time, your energy, your boundaries, if you still have any, of your person? And only you know what more. This is all delaying your manifestations. Another example is you want to manifest a new car, a new job, a new home, more money, whatever it is you want to manifest. But well, you keep yourself stuck in a job that you hate. Or if you want a new home, you keep yourself stuck in an environment that is sucking the life out of you. Or your mind keeps thinking negative thoughts about your bank account, about your income. You're basically reacting to your life circumstances instead of creating them, creating opportunities for more, for expansion. Where is your power here? Others of you want to manifest a specific person because you think you love them. Oh, do you? Is it really love? Or is it addiction? Are you really in love with them? Or is it the illusion that they painted of their perfect imperfections and you walked right in? Is it really love? a true, genuine desire for them? Or is it your ego? Is it that you just have grown accustomed to them and it is just creating a feeling of comfort for you? These are the questions that you now have to start asking yourself as a true manifester in order to get what you really do want and stop settling for what you don't. And this, I will tell you right now, it will take honesty. You must be honest with yourself, because when you continuously keep lowering and lowering your standards to meet someone at their level of vibration so they don't feel bad, so they can be comfortable, so you can understand where they are coming from and more of them, yes, you end up understanding them. But then you know what happens is they don't understand you. Why should they? You did all the work for them. And then what's worse is you begin to feel resentful, like you expect them to reciprocate what you gave initially, what you initially started. Because remember, if this is you, you initiated that. You initiated that paradigm. You're the one who lowered your vibration to please them, to appease them. It's like you just laid out the red carpet for them. In this case, it's a white one. There they are, the star of your show. They, the star of your show. And now you're sitting here asking yourself, well, what about me? What about you? Don't you deserve respect? Don't you deserve love? Don't you deserve to have everything that you want? Then start acting like the star of your show. Start showing up to your life in that manner. Stop lowering your standards. Stop allowing disrespect. The disrespect of your time, your energy, your boundaries, your person. It is time you stop doing all the work for them that do not appreciate you. You are not their savior. You've got things to do, people to see, places to go. And if you don't have these yet, you need to start creating them. Because if you're still alive, then you still have desire. You just have to start tapping into it. You've got manifestations to start happening now. Because if you are still in those situations where you know you are being kind, you are being respectful, and you are being true to who you are by being honest with that person or situation, and they still don't understand you, they still don't hear you, and you continuously feel like you're just not being heard, then right now that person or situation is simply not for you. Drop it. Let it go. Release it. If you are still stuck in that trap, then you are stuck in an addiction trap. A toxic cycle. You know it's bad for you, but there is an inability to let it go, to release it. Why? Because at some level in your subconscious, it is still feeding a trauma that you haven't yet healed. We'll get into that in another video. But subconsciously, this addiction makes you feel safe in a rather twisted kind of way. And sure, even though it's bringing short-term pleasure, what you are not seeing is that it is creating long-term consequences. Because if you're in an environment that doesn't make you feel good, or around people that don't make you feel good, or you're watching something or listening to something or following someone that doesn't make you feel at your best, it makes you feel sad, angry, or depressed, or resentful, you cannot be of value to yourself or anyone else. Because think about it. You are continuously stuck in a not feeling good state of mind, state of presence. And yes, sometimes you seem like you have it all together when you actually don't. But this is your resilience. You are just strong. And you know how to push through challenges. Whether you learned this from childhood, how to push through limitations. Maybe you had to take care of yourself at a very young age, or at some point in your life recently. Maybe you had to take care of others when you were just a child, or you had to somehow sit in survival mode all the time by being strong for yourself and for others. And in the process, you forgot about who you really are. You forgot about your own needs. But I am here to remind you that it's good and it is more than okay for you to check in on yourself, to ask how you are doing, and ask yourself if you are okay living in these situations. And if you are one of these people, it's more than okay to give yourself permission to release what is toxic, what does not serve you, what does not elevate you, and what is ultimately keeping your manifestations stuck. And this is so important for you to acknowledge, because if you want to start manifesting, you must always remember that the universe gives you more of what you allow. If you allow disrespect, the universe will give you more people, situations, circumstances that will disrespect you because you are allowing it. Yes, the universe will give you more of that. Not because the universe hates you. The universe loves you. And that is exactly why it gives you more of what you accept. Because this is what you are allowing. By allowing things to happen, you are communicating to the universe what you want and what you don't want. By what you accept and what you don't. Stop betraying yourself time and time again in order to compromise with that which you do not want. Why are you compromising with things, people, situations that you don't want as part of your reality? You have to start being bold enough to define what you want in your life and disconnect from what you don't want. You have to ask yourself, what are you unwilling to tolerate in order to make your manifestations happen? Who are you tolerating? What circumstances are you putting up with? Life is not about putting up with things you don't want. That is not the definition of a true, powerful creator and manifester. So what circumstances are you tolerating? What must you change? Starting now. The red flags are everywhere. Will you stay and find another excuse, or will you finally take that exit? And you ask, well, that exit, that's scary. It's the unknown, but you sure are making yourself comfortable in these negative circumstances. Don't you know there's more to life? Take that exit. Yes, into the unknown, but that exit is what defines all of your wishes and desires. Because you will be given signs to leave. You will be given signs, signals, synchronicities, red flags to release, to let go. But if you do not leave, and if you do not release, then you become a willing player in their game, a willing victim. I'm here to remind you that you do not need what is broken anymore. You are not the answer. You are no longer the answer. Negativity still seeks. But the real question is, do you have the mental, spiritual, emotional, vibrational capacity and strength to say no? I will not allow this. No, you will not cross my boundaries. No, I will not allow disrespect in this situation. I will not allow myself to disrespect my own person, my own energy by what I choose. Can you really say, I will not allow this situation, person, place, thing, whatever it is, to continue being part of my reality? Do you have it in you to say no to these things you do not want? If you do, I congratulate you. And I invite you to my next video, which is the next stepping stone to your manifestations. Put this into practice now and watch how opportunities will start opening up for you left and right. Until next time, I love you all.